glowing to see Captain America. Have you guys seen that? Girl, I did not know it was supposed to be sad. Happy Makeup Monday, everybody. Today we are going to do a face of some new products. So I've got this Giganto new Real Technique sponge. This thing is huge. It gets my foundation done so fast. So my friend Casey gave me a bunch of new makeup from her BoxyCharm that she didn't want. So, or that she didn't think she was going to get to using. So we're just going to get started. So I've already got my foundation on my little plate. And I'm just going to dip my huge sponge in. And start pouncing away on my face. I mean, it literally covers my face so quick. I got this at Walgreens. They've got them right now for buy one, get one 50% off. It was $7.99, and then you get another one half off. So, Chesley got one too. So, literally, even without editing and with me talking at the beginning of the video, we're under 2 minutes. Like, I don't know, that's like, wow, that's 2 minutes you spent on one product. But I did talk. And I gave a promo and price. So. But this thing really does get it done pretty quick. So I'm just making sure everything's blended. You know how I am. All right, I think we're pretty good. So I've got a little lamp here. I'm trying to make the lighting better. Oh, okay. That helped. Hopefully you guys can see a little bit better. Next, I'm going to go in with concealer. I've started trying out this L'Oreal concealer again. I'm liking it. A lot of products you just have to give a fair shot to. Oh, shoot. You know what? I already messed up what I had planned. Oh, well. I'll tell you what I had planned. And I'm just going in with my finger with this. It doesn't dry down as fast as the e.l.f. one, so you've got a little time to work. And plus, my new sponge is too big. Even the pointy end is too big to get in under that under eye area. So I'll go in with the sponge in a minute and clear up that part. But right underneath the eye, I just go in with my finger. So now I'll go in with my Giganto sponge again and just clear up those edges, like blend out those edges. Okay. All right. Next, I'm going to use something that I've never used before until Casey gave it to me, and it is an eyeshadow primer. I've never heard of this brand. I think it's called Luscious. And, yesterday what I did is I used this eyeshadow primer, and it's so pigmented and like full coverage. I took it under my eyes before my concealer, and I feel like it just gave me extra coverage under my eyes, and I really liked the way my under eyes looked yesterday. So that's what I meant to do today, but I'm still just not in the habit of doing that, and I threw that concealer on before I even realized it. So anyway, but with this eyeshadow primer, you can put it under your eyes, and it did not crease or anything. It looked really nice all day yesterday. So, eyeshadow primer, it just cancels out the redness and like blue, purple-y veins. So your eyeshadow really has a chance to show and be what it really is. All right. My little contour stick, that's not new either. So I'll just swap this on really fast. Now my old little sponge, I've just made my little contour sponge. Okay, that's blended out. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a new favorite. I got it at TJ Maxx for $3.99. It's the Physicians Formula, let's see, Arganwear Ultra Nourishing Powder in the shade Beige. And really, it's kind of just translucent. I can't tell that it's got a color to it. But just go in with my big powder brush. I love a pressed powder so much more than a loose powder. I feel like it's easier to work with. And this smells good too. So if you don't like fragrance, you won't like this either. But it just has a tropical, nice scent that a lot of physicians' formula stuff has. I'll make sure there's no creases there before I set it with powder. Okay, and this powder, it's since it does have the oil in it, I mean, it definitely does not make my skin feel oily or anything, but it just doesn't make it feel so dry and cakey like some powders can. So I really love that one. I mean, $3.99 you cannot beat. So now, same old bronzer, so we'll move fast through this step. Like always, I'm going back in with the powder brush just to make sure there's no harsh lines. Okay, so I'm going to go in with a blush. Again, this is not new, so we'll zip through it. All right, now this highlighter is new and I love it. It's the brand Pretty Vulgar at Sephora. And this is the shade Shimmering Swan. It is gorgeous. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. So I'm just going to take my little brush, just kind of swap in there, dust it off, and just hit the tops of the cheeks and a little dabble D on this. So yesterday I kind of went in crazy like I always do, and boy, I was glowing. And I had a doctor's appointment, and I know they thought, where she thinks she's going? Prom? The receptionist lady just looked at me like, and she said, I like your makeup. And I was like, thank you. And I don't know if she was just like, I better say something about it since I'm staring at her with my mouth open. But she probably thought, okay, she is glowing, girl. Another highlighter Casey gave me was this Artist Couture in the shade Purple Dream. And it does have a purple hint to it, but it's not like, I mean, you're not looking cray-cray. Or I don't think. So I'm going to add another highlighter on just so you can kind of see. So I don't know if you can kind of see the glow of that one. And we'll kind of see if this changes it any. I've only used this one once. Oh, yeah. It's pretty. I used this one on Mother's Day. We went to see the Avengers, and Casey gave this to me on Mother's Day at church. And so Mother's Day afternoon, we went and saw the Avengers, and I was like, oh, I gotta play with all this new makeup. So I threw this on before we went. So I was glowing to see Captain America. Have you guys seen that? Girl, I did not know it was supposed to be sad. Everybody at church was like, oh, you're going to see the Avengers? Take a tissue. What? I did not know, okay? I was not informed or educated about this movie. I just thought, you know, superhero movie. I love all the Avengers movies. I'm going to love it. It was sad. For eyeshadow, we're going to go in with that Pretty Vulgar highlighter. Lost my train of thought. And just go in on the lids. If you've not seen the video from last week for like the little quick look, the 5-minute face, it's supposed to be 5 minutes. I don't know what it actually took. And then we elevate it, but for the 5-minute face, I like to take a highlighter and just kind of use that as my eyeshadow. It's quick and easy, and it always just goes good. Kind of brings your whole face look together. Now, another sparkly product. Casey knows I love my sparkles. She gave me is the Eye Luster Cream Eyeshadow. And I think this is, gosh, I think the brand is called Ciate. And I don't know the color of this, but hello. Is that beautiful? It's beautiful. So I've played with this twice. I found the best way is to take a little tiny brush like that, if you can see it. And so this has a wand. And to take the tiny brush and touch it to the wand and get some of the color off of it, and then touch it to your eye. So I'm just going to touch it to this bottom part of my lower lash line, and then hit the inner corner with it. And it just sparkles so pretty. And it lasts all day. And my eyes water so terribly with allergies. Really, they water all year long, but especially this time of year, they water so bad. I mean, this lasted all day. It did not lose a hint of sparkle. So I was super impressed. And I've tried to lay this down all over the lid, and it didn't really lay. It kind of patched apart. I'll try it again. But even if it's just for this inner corner, I'll love it. Oh, I'll probably throw on my brow gel super fast. And then get to my favorite part of what she gave me. Just using my Old Faithful eyebrow tint. And I'm not getting too crazy with my eye look because my lips are going to be so bold. But I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with this Mary Kay, I think it's just called Red. Yep, just called Red lip liner. And then show you my favorite product. Okay, so I know I'm looking a little cray-cray. It's about to come together. Dose of Colors. Liquid lip. This is in the shade Bittersweet. It is the most perfect red. I love it. This liquid lip is not transfer proof. So like we went to Freddy's to eat on Mother's Day after the movie. And I had this on, and every bite of cheeseburger had a little lipstick on it, but that's fine. It wears beautifully though, and it does not dry your lips out. And for me, that is like a big deal because everything dries my lips out. Okay, look at that. Is that the prettiest? And even if you just do like the simplest of makeup and you throw on some red, it looks like you've done something with yourself. So I'm just gonna make sure our lines are cleaned up. They are. The thing with making sure you don't get lipstick on your teeth, take your finger, pop it in your mouth like a sucker, pull it straight out. The lipstick like that gets stuck on the inside of your lips will come off on your finger, not get stuck on your teeth. So I'm gonna do that off camera because it looks a little perverse, okay? We're not about that here. And now I'm just gonna do some mascara and we're done. Okay, and remember, if you make a mistake like that, like I laid the wand right down on my nose, just let it dry for a second or a minute, and then it'll flake away with your fingernail. So I'm gonna let that dry for a minute. I'll comb back through my lashes to separate them. I'm getting to the end of my tube of mascara, and so it gets a little clumpy towards the end. I've got a coupon for Ulta, so we might run and grab another tube. If you guys have any suggestions of a mascara that you really love, leave it in the comments because I would love to discover new products because I get bored with things. Like I love the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. I love it. But then I love my Mary Kay mascara. So I just go back and forth. I get bored with things and I like to be excited about my makeup. So I think that's had time to dry. I mean, it's totally not been a full minute, but we'll just, yeah, that just flaked right away. So we'll just go over it a little with the sponge. Make sure there's no mark in the powder. And then I'll hit it with the highlight brush just to give it the sparkles back. Oh, the sparkles are there. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to hit it with my setting spray. You don't have to. Just, I'm really into it. I learned not to talk during that part because in my last video, I got a big old mouthful of setting spray. So, that's the finished look. If you like the look, please let me know. And let me know if there's other things that you want me to try or that are your favorite things, because I would love to try new things, especially if they're cheap things. I love to find good, affordable makeup. So thank you to Casey. Big shout out to Casey for all of this makeup. Thank you so much. She knows it's like Christmas morning for me every time she brings me one of those beautiful black BoxyCharm boxes. I get so excited. I just love it so much. But we will see you in our next video. Bye.